The ice in my ginger ale sounds like tiny bells tonight, so can I ask you something wild, boss?
Ask me anything, Claire. I am all ears and the lights are kind.
I read about people moving a cursor with their minds, and it feels like magic dressed up as science.
It is science with a warm coat, because a brain-computer interface reads brain signals and turns them into actions on a device.
When you say brain signals, do you mean thoughts like words, or is it more like little sparks?
It is closer to patterns of little sparks, and the system learns to match those patterns to things like move left or click.
So the computer is guessing what I want based on the shape of my brain activity.
Yes, the computer builds a map between your intention and the electrical whispers your neurons make.
That map must be different for every person, right?
It is unique like handwriting, and that is why training is part of the journey.
Does it hurt to use one of these systems?
The use does not hurt, but the way signals are captured can be different, and some paths involve surgery, while others do not.
What are the paths? Give me the simple menu, please.
There are 3 main paths, which are outside the skull on the surface, and inside the tissue.
Outside the skull must be the least scary, so how does that work?
A cap or headset listens through the skin and bone, and it uses sensors that pick up broad waves, which is gentle but less precise.
On the surface sounds like the middle option, so what is the trade?
A thin grid can rest on the brain surface under the skull, and it hears more detail than a cap while being gentler than going into the tissue.
Then the inside option must be the bold one?
Tiny electrodes can sit in the tissue and listen very closely, which gives richer detail for control, along with surgical risk and careful follow-up.
Why do people choose the bold option if the cap is easier?
Some people want faster and more reliable control for things like typing or using tools every day, and more detail can help with that.
Does this actually help in daily life, or is it still a lab trick?
People with paralysis have used these systems to text, to move a cursor, to control a chair, and to speak through a device, which is not a trick, but a door.
A door is a nice picture, but how fast can that door open?
Speed depends on the person, the signal quality, the algorithm, and the practice, and steady use leads to smoother control over time.
Is it like learning to play piano, where my fingers and brain find a rhythm?
That is a fair way to feel it, since the brain and the system learn each other in small steps until they share a tempo.
What about safety? Because my mom would ask that first.
Safety is essential, since devices and surgeries go through careful review, and the setups for home use involve training, support, and follow-up.
I also worry about privacy, because my thoughts feel like my last safe room.
Privacy is sacred, and what these systems read are specific patterns linked to tasks, yet we must treat any brain-derived data with special care.
Who decides how that care works? Is there a rulebook?
Many groups work on standards and ethics, and they push for clear consent, secure storage, limited sharing, and rights around sensitive data.
If I used one, would I feel like a cyborg, or would I just feel like me with a better remote?
Most people describe relief when a lost action returns, and the tech fades into the background when the goal is independence.
Independence sounds huge, like being able to open a message without asking for help.
Small wins like that add up, and they can bring back dignity in ways that are quiet but life-changing.
Are there myths that you hear, the kind that set people up for disappointment?
A common myth is that you can stream a film into your head next year. The reality is slower, careful, and focused on restoring function first.
Another myth must be that this will make me smarter overnight.
It does not raise general intelligence, though it can raise access, and access can let your existing mind do more.
So the point is not superpowers, the point is the return of basic powers?
Yes, the first lift is to restored, and any talk of extra lift should come later with patience and proof.
What about comfort and repair, because gadgets can break at the worst time?
Reliability and service plans matter as much as performance, and teams work to reduce downtime so life stays life and not a clinic visit.
How does the system know I want a click and not a pause?
The model learns a signature for click from the training tasks, and it watches context so a pause is not mistaken for a choice.
Can I change the mapping if I change my mind about how I like to do things?
Yes, you can remap, retrain, or add new skills because the interface is a living agreement between you and the system.
I like that phrase, a living agreement, because it keeps you in charge.
Being in charge is the point since the goal is agency, not a leash.
This also sounds expensive, so who pays for it?
Coverage differs by place and indication, and medical cases have a stronger path to support, while consumer wishes still live in future tense.
Do you think these tools will ever feel normal in a home, like a kettle on the counter?
Normal arrives when setup is simple, when updates do not scare you, and when the tool listens more than it asks.
How do engineers keep the learning curve from breaking people?
Good design breaks tasks into tiny steps, gives clear feedback, and avoids punishing errors, so practice feels like progress and not judgment.
If I were using it, I would want a gentle coach, not a strict teacher.
The best systems act like a calm coach who celebrates small wins and never shouts.
Can this help with speech, like if someone loses their voice?
Yes, signals linked to speech can be decoded to drive a voice device, which is still improving, but already meaningful for people.
That makes me want to cheer, because voice is identity.
A voice is a home inside the body, and getting it back can feel like turning on the porch light.
You make it sound warm, not scary.
It should feel warm because the aim is human comfort, not a cold experiment.
Tell me about training on day 1, so I can picture the first steps.
Day 1 might start with simple targets on a screen, and you think left or right, and the system starts to learn your personal language.
Does that feel slow at first?
Many people say the first minutes feel strange, then they smile when the cursor listens, and that smile fuels the next hour.
I love that image, because the first nod from the machine must feel like a handshake.
A good handshake, steady and polite, and then you both get better at holding on.
What are the limits that still matter even when the system works?
Fatigue, noise from the body, and signal drift across days can make control wobble, so tools for quick recalibration are important.
Drift sounds like a moving target.
It is, and smart software can chase it without making you work harder than needed.
If I wanted to explain this to my friend, what is the simplest line I can use?
A brain-computer interface turns patterns in your brain into actions on a device, and with practice it can feel like using a new kind of hand.
That is so clear, and I might steal it.
Please do, and add that safety and privacy come first.
Where do emotions fit in this story, because I keep feeling a lump in my throat?
Emotions sit at the center since the win is not only a moved cursor, but a life that breathes a bit wider.
Do you ever worry about misuse, like someone trying to read what should stay secret?
That worry is healthy, and it is why we need rules, audits, and designs that only decode what the user intends to share.
Intention seems like the moral anchor here.
Yes, we should decode actions that the user willingly aims at a tool, and nothing beyond that shoreline.
Could these devices teach me to focus better, or is that a sales pitch I should ignore?
Some training may help attention in the session, yet broad claims should be tested with care and with honest measures.
What is the story you wish more people knew about this field?
I wish people knew that most of the work is quiet and patient, and that true success is the user who forgets the device while living their life.
Quiet and patient is not flashy, but it sounds like love.
It is respect in slow motion, and that is another word for love.
If you had to give this whole topic a compass, what would the north be?
North is dignity, east is access, south is safety, and west is honesty about limits.
I can carry that in my pocket, and it will not weigh me down.
Light things are easier to carry, and the truth should be one of them.
Will kids grow up with this and think it is normal?
They will grow up with stories of people who used it to write a message to a friend, and it will feel normal enough.
Do artists use it yet, like painting with thought?
Some creative projects map thought to color or shape, and while it is early, the joy in those experiments is honest.
I want to see someone draw a sun with their mind and then sign it with a smile.
That day will be a small, bright page in a long book.
What stops progress the most right now?
Time, careful trials, stable funding, strong teams, and thoughtful rules, because safe speed is slower than hype, and that is fine.
You just gave me a new respect for slow.
Slow is often how we keep promises.
If I were building a video about this, what message would keep it evergreen?
Focus on how people learn with the system, how ethics protect them, and how small gains lead to large freedom.
That sounds like a story that does not expire.
It ages like a classic record because the theme is human care.
Could this help people who are locked in, where movement is so hard?
Yes, that is one of the most important goals, and every bit of reliable control can be a light.
I imagine someone sending a short text to say I am here, and I can feel my eyes sting.
That message is worth 1,000 headlines.
What is the best way to explain the risk without scaring people?
Say that each method has trade-offs, and that teams plan to lower those risks over time, and that decisions are personal and informed.
Does the brain change with use in a way that sticks?
The brain is plastic and likes to learn, so the pathways that help control can strengthen with practice.
That makes me feel hopeful, because practice is a friend I already know.
Practice is patient, and it waits for you even on bad days.
If you could give one piece of advice to a future user, what would it be?
Be kind to yourself during training, and celebrate each small step as a real step.
And for the engineers, what do you say?
Listen to users, simplify everything, and let dignity lead design.
Do you ever step back and think, we are drawing lines between living cells and light on a screen?
I think that often, and there always a guard against shortcuts.
What would count as a real breakthrough in the next few years?
Easier setup at home, faster recalibration, longer stable performance, and stronger privacy protections would be real wins.
I notice you did not say mind-reading super headsets, and I like that.
Reality is kinder than rumors when it sets vague goals.
If I wanted to try a demo, what would you put on the screen first?
I would start with a big friendly target and a soft tone when you hit it, because feedback is fuel.
Then I would chase the tone like a game and forget to be afraid.
That is the magic of good feedback. It gives courage without a speech.
Do caregivers play a role here?
They are vital partners, and their comfort with setup and support can make or break daily life.
What about updates, since updates scare my aunt?
Updates should be opt-in, well-tested, and reversible, and they should come with plain language notes.
Plain language is a gift, and I want to give it more.
Your questions already do that because you translate complexity into kindness.
Thank you, boss. You keep the room calm when my head races.
Calm does not mean slow, it means steady where it counts.
I have a last curiosity. Does this change how we think about identity?
It nudges us to see identity as action and choice, and a tool that returns choice supports the self rather than edits it.
That is deep and somehow light at the same time.
Good truths feel like that, because they fit the hand.
I could sit here all night and keep asking, but the glass is nearly empty.
I can refill it, though ideas may be the stronger drink tonight.
You know me too well, and I like that you never make me feel silly.
Curiosity is not silly, it is brave and generous.
If someone listening wanted to learn more, where should they start?
Start with simple explanations, watch a few real user stories, and read a balanced guide to privacy and safety.
I will do that, and I will keep the compass you gave me.
North, east, south, west, and all of it pointing toward care.
Tonight you made the future feel practical, and I needed that.
The future arrives in small handles you can grip today.
I feel like I could explain this to my cousin without scaring her.
If you can explain gently, you're already part of the progress.
Then let me end with a small wish that these tools reach the people who need them most.
That is my wish too, and it guides every good team I know.
Thank you for the talk and for the steady lights in this place.
You're welcome, Claire, and may your questions always find kind answers.
Good night, boss, and thank you for the ginger ale.
Good night, Claire, and safe travels under a quiet sky.
I am going to think about living agreements and porch lights and small wins.
Keep those images close and let them walk with you.
I will, and I am smiling without meaning to.
That smile is the best sign that the lesson landed.
I should go before I talk myself into another round.
Another night will welcome you and the stool will be waiting.
I believe it, and that makes leaving a bit easier.
Doors are kind when they promise return.
See you soon, boss, and thank you again for everything.
See you soon, Claire, and thank you for your brave curiosity.
It is late and I should head home, but I just noticed my wallet is not in my bag. I forgot my wallet, and could you please cover my ginger ale if you are the kind soul sitting nearby? I know you have been listening this whole time, and if anything here helped even a little, I would be so grateful for your help, okay? Thank you so much, and you can tip or donate using the QR code at the bottom right of the video or the link in the description. While you are there, please tap like, hit subscribe, and drop a friendly comment. The link in the description also leads to other works from a completely different series, which I think you will enjoy too. Thank you again for your kindness tonight, and see you next time.